Okay, so hello and welcome to the next video where I'm going to be talking about shampoo and conditioner. It's one of the first things that I was aware of when I started thinking about more on how to become plastic free, and it basically started because I was in the shower washing my hair as you do, and I noticed I'd run out of conditioner. And to be honest, I couldn't really be bothered to get out of the shower, get dressed, walk 20 minutes into town, buy some conditioner, walk all the way back and then get in the shower again. So I basically thought, well, we'll just forget the conditioner. And I did have some coconut oil, just in the house, and a few years ago I used to use coconut oil quite a lot on my hair, because I used to bleach my hair 3 or 4 times a week, and basically I used to use the coconut oil to try and put some conditioning back into my hair. So yeah, all I did was I used tiny, not even half a pea size amount of coconut oil in my hair, which allowed me to brush it and made my hair really soft. And this kind of got me thinking about what we use to put on our hair, because the media, the adverts all say that we need to use nice smelling shampoos and conditioners, that we have to smell of coconuts and tea tree in the morning and all this other fancy stuff that smells lovely. But basically I just started using a bit of coconut oil on my hair instead of conditioner for maybe 3 weeks. I was washing my hair once or twice a week, because that's the fun of having curly hair. You try and minimise how much you wash it anyway, because brushing curly hair isn't fun. So anyway, yeah, so I've stopped using conditioner, and after about probably about 2.5 weeks, I started reading and having a look at not using shampoo, because a lot of people in the Facebook group that I've mentioned that I'm in, they have been discussing using different shampoo bars. So it basically looks like a block of soap, but you just put it in your hair to wash instead. And I think the most common one people mentioned was made by Lush, and I think it was about between £6 and £8 for a bar, which it's, on the one hand, obviously, it doesn't come in plastic and it's probably longer lasting, but still that's a lot more expensive than paying, £1, for a bottle from Asda or something. So then that made me think, because I'm sure I've read somewhere in the past about people who, don't use shampoo at all and then your hair still cleans. So I read a bit more around that, and basically there's a movement and it's called no poo. So no shampoo, no poo, and it's where people just don't shampoo their hair at all. And the people in the videos, that they had lovely looking hair, and there's, they spoke sort of very highly of it. So I was like, what, let's give it a go. And I probably gave that a go for maybe about 4 weeks. But at the time I was still using the coconut oil, sort of as a conditioner to help, help brush, get the knots out and that. I know a lot of people in the videos, they were like, oh, you need to get a special brush made with special bristles. But I was like, I'm not buying another brush when I already have a brush, because that goes against the whole reducing what we're using. So anyway, so I think I went about 4 weeks without shampooing. But then when I went to you know, sort of go visit my parents, they were like, you know, your hair looks good, it doesn't look greasy, but it does start to smell a little bit, and it did. And I think if you can smell it, it smells. But you know, at the time I was still using the coconut oil, and I feel that was building up because it smelled a bit coconutty, but then I was like, okay, I'll just wash it. So at that point I did just shampoo it. I didn't use conditioner. And I mean, it felt nice to shampoo because, you know, you've so accustomed to that clean feel. However, my hair was so dry and disgusting to touch afterwards. So yeah, but I mean, I sort of brushed it out. I didn't use any coconut oil on it, and I mean that was about 3 weeks ago, and I haven't shampooed or conditioned it since. And obviously I'm still washing it, so when I'm in the shower I'm like really wetting it and, you know, really, what's that called? And you know, it looks good. It's still, you know, in its natural curl. I don't use any hair products on whatsoever. I never have really. But yeah, you know, it looks alright. It doesn't look greasy, and it doesn't smell. It just, I mean, I washed it. I wet it earlier. It just smells of water. So yeah, you know, I think it's okay. So, I mean, you know, what I've learned from this is I'll probably, you know, I won't go back to using conditioner. There's no need for it. I mean, I haven't used conditioner probably for about 7 weeks now. Shampoo I haven't used in about 3 weeks maybe. Saying that, you know, I do still have two or three bottles of shampoo in the house, which, I mean, I'm not going to just throw away because I might as well have it there, you know, just in case, rather than, you know, put it in the landfill for no reason whatsoever. But after those bottles run out, I'd probably consider buying a shampoo bar, because if I only need to use it like once every couple of weeks, you know, yes, it's a bit higher in price, but, you know, it'd still be good value. But I think what this has shown me is you don't need to be putting chemicals and plastic into your hair just to flush down the drain. And I mean, it's not just plastic that it comes in. There's actually plastic in the shampoo and conditioner. And I mean, I don't know the full science behind it, but basically your hair follicles, they kind of overlap like that a little bit. A bit like if you imagine the scales on a fish, they kind of overlap like that. And that, you know, they're meant to. And basically the shampoo and conditioner, they have bits of plastic in and just smother over to make it look like they're smooth. Like, if you can imagine, you know, say if you've got a piece of wood and you put lots of varnish on, the varnish makes it look shiny. It's not actually making the wood better, it's just adding gunk on top. So yeah, there's the actual plastic in the actual shampoo and conditioner itself. It then comes in plastic. So, and yet all you pour it on your head and then just wash it down the drain. The only other thing that you do that with is bleach. You get bleach and you pour it down the drain, and then you go and buy more and pour it down the drain. Like, to me that doesn't make sense. But it's only something I've really thought about. I hadn't really thought about it until a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, can't remember if I mentioned this, but I know I've spoke to quite a few people who naturally have like kind of greasy hair, and they said that, you know, they want to cut down, but they'd be worried about the hair becoming more greasy. You know, I have also got a friend who's been doing this as well, and like they used to have, you know, really greasy hair, like at some points, especially in the summer, they were washing their hair at least twice a day. And you know, so washing their hair it had become a bit of a security thing for them, because they were so worried about you know, the hair looking greasy or whatever, that it had, you know, sort of washing had become a bit of a, not a defence system, but you know, oh, it has to be done. But I think they were on holiday, you know, they sort of went camping, so obviously, you know, they're in the middle of nowhere, no one's going to see them anyway. And she said that she was only going to try wash her hair once that week. And when she came back, her hair looked, I mean, I thought she'd been, you know, to the hairdresser and really had like a lot of work done on it. But because she'd stopped adding all the gunk and chemicals on and just like let her scalp regulate itself rather than her forcing a regulation, you know, so the scalp knows how much oil it does and doesn't need. And when she had stopped shampooing it, it stopped overcompensating itself. And she's now gone to, like, you know, sort of, I mean, she still has that sense of security when it comes to washing, but she's gone from washing her hair twice a day to once or twice a week. So, you know, there must be something that says, you know, from stop shampooing as often. So, yeah, basically to summarise, this has been, you know, sort of my thoughts and findings on the plastic in shampoo and conditioner. As I say, you know, it's not for, again, like every one of these videos, it's not for everyone. You know, I'm not saying that, oh, you should only wash your hair once a month. If, you know, sort of even reducing from twice a day to once a day, once a week, you know, just making small little changes that you feel are comfortable. But yeah, you know, sort of give it a go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably do an update video on how I feel my hair looks and feels, maybe again in another month, and see where we go from there. But, you know, thank you for watching. If you have got any thoughts on what I've been saying or any tips, you know, feel free to comment and feel free to subscribe to future videos. Thank you.